EOS M50 can be bought in the form of a kit, as advertised on Amazon.com. The kit I'm going to be talking about today came to us from Paging Zone, which is a distribution company that operates out of Brooklyn, New York. And of course, apart from the camera itself, which is sitting on a tripod at the moment filming me, there's the kit lens, which of course is in operation at the moment. The secondary lens that it comes with is the Canon EF 75 through 300 millimeter zoom lens. And so you can see we've got zooming capacity, and there does seem to be, on these zoom lenses, it's like, you know, there's sometimes it feels like there's resistance. I would like to see zoom lenses that you just turn them and they're really smooth. This one has kind of a jittery kind of feel to it, or it's like it's sticking somewhere. But I assume that, you know, when it's on the camera and you zoom it, you set it, you're not zooming and filming at the same time. Though I do that with my handheld, and I'm panning shots, I will zoom while I'm filming, but that's a different story. So at any rate, I have taken pictures with this particular lens, and I must say I am impressed. I was able to capture depth of field in 2 different ways, and I zoomed in on some items at a winery, and there was a party in session, and I was able to get pictures of people that were quite a ways away, and I wasn't expecting to be able to do that, and the image turns out pretty good with the EF 75 to 300 millimeter made by Canon. So so far it seems like it's been a pretty good investment with the Paging Zone kit. The lens does come with an attachment, and as you can see, it's got these little pins that are on the attachment. It's an adapter, obviously. The adapter has the center of weight that I'm calling it. I'm not sure what it would be, but you're not using the pinpoint on your tripod on the camera itself, because it'll make the camera just kind of sink. So the center of weight is on the adapter, and of course there's the adapter itself, and this came with the lens, the zoom lens, so that I can take zoom pictures at will, and that so far seems to be fairly worth the deal. Now, they did send another lens as pictured, and maybe that's part of the appeal of seeing that picture on Amazon.com and saying, wow, it comes with all these lenses. And so the other lens that it did come with was something called the Commander 420 to 800 millimeter super telephoto zoom lens for all SLR cameras. Wow, the Commander. It makes me feel like I'm just out there taking care of business. It's got its own center of distribution point for, you know, where you put it on your stand. It's adjustable. It's got an adjustable thing right here, though it does at some point it seems like some of these things don't really feel, they feel like they need lube, and I don't even know if you're supposed to lube them or not. When we go to pull the thing out, it's kind of tight, but it does zoom out nevertheless. I can imagine that this would be the kind of lens that you would use if you know of an eagle that's maybe feeding its, you know, babies in a nest somewhere 300, 400 miles away, and this Commander lens is going to help you get a picture of that eagle, and that eagle is just going to be proud to have had its photograph taken. At root, really, it seems kind of, this particular lens seems a little absurd. I don't know, because Maybe it's because of the locking mechanism that it's so tight. It does actually, the locking mechanism did change a lot. So there you have it. You change the locking, unloosen it, the locking mechanism, and that changes the zoom. Now, one thing you're going to have to remember is that apart from the nice leather bag that they give you to show you how important this Commander lens is. I can't believe I got this lens. I haven't been able to use it because when I went to put it on the camera, I noticed it doesn't have the pinpoints as opposed to this adapter, which has the pinpoints. This one right here has no pinpoints, and so when I put this on the M50, the aperture setting didn't work. It went straight to 0, wouldn't move. So we're going to have to investigate why that's the case. The next thing we have are the lens filters that come in this package. The package actually came separately. It was provided by Paging Zone, and each one of the filters was wrapped in plastic. I've taken them out. So as you can see, I've got the darkest one here, and it fits neatly into the case. There's one that's slightly lighter right there, and last but not least, as we move on, we have a tripod that they gave us, and it has these ripples in the stand, which I assume means that you can manipulate the legs to do different things so that you can, adjust your camera as necessary. So it's got a mini tripod that comes with. It does come with an extra battery charger. So there's one that comes with the Canon EOS M50 box. That's the standard charger that's in use. Paging Zone did send an extra battery, which was extremely helpful because I've been using both batteries since I've gotten this camera. And what we have in this battery charger is the ability to charge batteries in Europe should I travel and go abroad to photograph the world. I will at this point mention something in relation to the battery chargers, that I bought a DC drive cable that is so you can run the EOS M50 without batteries. It does not come with the kit. So I bought this extra. I'll leave a link for one of these in the description if you want to buy one. But I know that there'll come a time when I want to leave the camera on while I'm doing a lot of things, setting stuff up, and I want the camera to adjust itself, or just for whatever reason I want to have the camera on for a long period of time, and this is a good tool to have, accessory. I just got it just in case, but for now I've been using both batteries, and that's been wonderful. I'm glad that they sent 2 batteries. It does come with a lens hood, and actually there are 2 lens hoods. One is being used right at the moment, so I can only show you one, but it looks almost like this, only it's a little bit smaller. This is the larger one. It comes wrapped in plastic so that it indicates that it's a new item. I'm assuming that's why they're wrapped in this extra plastic. There's also a bag that the kit comes with, and it has items in there that you can use for your camera, and it's all related to the camera. There's the 32 gigabyte Ultra SDHC UHS1 card, and this one is the one that's being used at the moment. I know there's a lot of talk about high-speed cards and making sure you're using the right card. I want to look into more of that because I really want to do more videography with this camera than I do with photos, but you know, I want to be able to do it all. So you want to investigate cards and see if these really work, but at any rate, this is what Paging Zone provides, and and it gets you started right away. You can get started right away. Here's the 64-bit card, same letter structure, only it's 64 bits instead of 32. This is the strap that actually, this strap migrated over from the box. The box is over there. This strap is the EOS strap that's for this camera. I haven't put it on yet. I may or may not put it on. They provide you with a tool that when you use it, kind of, oh, here we go. When you use it, kind of like flicks out. It's like a blade, a utility knife, only it's a utility brush, and it's really delicate, so it's for cleaning the dust off your lenses. And if there's a smudge, you can take the cap off of this thing, and there's foam here so that you can clean smudges off your lens. It's also got a dust blower wrapped in plastic so that it indicates that it's a brand new item. It's never been used before. And then there's this thing that they sent, and I'm glad that they did because it will provide me with more investigative material as to exactly what this thing, if anyone wants to leave a comment as to what this thing's supposed to do, feel free. I will find out what it does and maybe make a video all to its own just for that. The advertisement did show that a microphone would come with the camera. There's an on and off switch, and there's two settings. I have it on the middle setting right now, and it works well enough, but I know it's not professional grade material. Nevertheless, I'm glad they sent it. I'm not using the camera directly off, or I'm not using the microphone directly off the camera. It's just a video microphone, camera universal, so I suppose that just means generic microphone for any camera. Then there's the bag. This baby holds the camera perfectly, and it's got room for accessories. It's even got other walls that you can put in there that attach by Velcro. This one right here, you can hear that. So that's Velcro, and it comes with extra walls in the side compartment. It's got side compartment, top compartment. My own preference is that it's a little dainty, and so I managed to combine it with this bag, which does not come with the kit, but that bag fits perfectly into this. This one is a travel bag, but it could be a bowling bag too, I'm not sure. But it's bigger and it holds that bag, and so my own preference is this is a lot more, gives it more protection. So the bag is fine for the camera itself, but I throw in extra material, you know, so that I can have a more solid protection when I'm out traveling abroad. So that's it for the Paging Zone camera kit for the Canon EOS M50 sold through Amazon.com. I hope that you'll click the subscribe button and click the like button, and we will see you on the next video. So that's the way things are going today.